We will then take a break for the judges to score, and then we will come back in here all together at 11 o'clock to announce our second and third place winner. The students, when they are up here presenting, since they are over 6 or more than 6 feet away from anyone, they will be able to take off their mask while giving their pitch and then answering the questions, and then they'll put it back on for free. So thank you. Let's get started.
Hello everybody, my name is Quinn Milken and I was part of the Aspen Academy class of 2020. Just over a year ago, I was doing exactly what you guys are doing except for from my home. My dad was my mentor and together we worked to build an online web-based mobile directory called Pando Directory. It was meant to connect the Aspen Academy community. At the end of this process, I won the 2020 Shark Tank. During this entire project, I learned so many lessons that I've used over the past year and will continue to use for the rest of my life. I would like to share them with you. The first lesson I learned, especially from my dad, is that with every problem, there's also a solution. This project was not easy, and it's not meant to be easy. Over the entire process, I had many challenges, including my website not working at first, having to do the entire thing from home, and so much more. But after taking a deeper look, I noticed that all of these problems came with a solution. The next lesson I learned is to have confidence. When you're pitching an idea that is yours, you must be confident and proud of what you're doing. This is applicable to so much more than a business pitch. You have to have confidence when you are meeting new people or asking for what you want. And the Shark Tank experience taught me that. Although I could go on and on about lessons I learned, I'm just going to share one more. I learned to take risks. When my dad mentioned how hard it was going to be to build a functional online directory, I didn't jump at the idea. But after realizing that nothing comes easy and you have to take risks and work hard, I dove right in. I learned that you have to take the road less traveled and do something new and creative. All of these lessons are my advice to you guys. Work hard and know that every problem comes with a solution. Have confidence. I'm sure that all of the businesses this year are amazing, so believe that yours is amazing. My last piece of advice to you would be to take it all in. Looking back, I know that this experience is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So soak in everything and learn every lesson that you possibly can. Thank you so much. Good luck to all of this year's Shark Tank participants, and congratulations on all of those who made it to round 3.
Hi Sharks, my name is Emma Schaff and I'm the founder and CEO of Signal. What? I don't have the clicker. Thank you. Okay. What is our story? My parents always told me, if you want something, you have to work for it. And I'd always respond with the same answer, but I'm too young. Nobody wants to hire kids my age. But I didn't let that stop me. Whether it's creating nail salons in my basement, going office to office selling Girl Scout cookies, selling cupcakes around my neighborhood, or even selling my Easter candy. While these businesses might not have taken off, I did learn to see failure as the beginning and the middle, but never as the end. What is Signal? Signal as a company receives hotspots from our parent company. Our parent company receives these hotspots from Helium, the creator and the seller of these devices. My company, Signal, then distributes these hotspots out to the hosts free of charge. The hosts, also known as the customers, then plug the hotspot in by a window and put it on their Wi-Fi. Helium hotspots use a peer-to-peer network in which one network is talking directly to the next. These hotspots then use your existing internet connection to broadcast a radio signal by connecting to low-power devices in your area, such as streetlights, environmental sensors, or water meters. These only transmit and share small bits of information back to the companies, like a location, temperature, or if it's on or off. When the data from these devices is collected, the companies then pay to receive this data. This is where the money comes from. When your hotspot connects to a low-power device in your area, Helium rewards the hotspot in a type of cryptocurrency called HNT. This stands for helium tokens. At the end of each month, Signal then sells the hotspot's total H&T earnings. The hosts then receive 10% of these earnings, which can be $75 to $200 per month. Signal then receives 10% of the remaining 90. The rest goes to the parent company for supplying these hotspots free of charge. What is our purpose? Our purpose is to help build the People's Network by distributing out these helium hotspots. The People's Network is made up of individual companies and entrepreneurs that purchase and distribute these devices for helium to help build the network. Helium hotspots use this network, and each person then comes together to build the network. Each hotspot covers up to 10 square miles, so the more people who invest in hosting a hotspot, the bigger the network becomes, allowing you to make more money. Making extra money each month can help with little things such as gas or food in a simple and affordable way. Our intentions. If we were to win Shark Tank, we would want to take the money to reinvest into 2 of our own hotspots that we would make 90% off of. We also have a goal of putting 50 hotspots out by the end of the year. The problem is that many people all around the world right now aren't making as much money as they used to, making their budgets a lot tighter. With the help of Signal, they can make $75 to $200 per month, which can help make a difference in these lives. Another problem is that there is a need for more wireless networks. When something like mobile sensors roam and use wireless networks to access real-time information, they're connecting to the company's space without getting disconnected from the network. But the networks that allow these devices to stay connected can cost up to $10,000 just for one. But with the help of Signal, we can more efficiently distribute out these devices for only $400 each. Not only are they a less expensive option, but they also save more space. Our target market. Our target market is limited to the US, but is very wide open, which gives us a key selling advantage. Our target market is made up of teens, young adults, parents, and grandparents. Our competition. We don't have any known competitors, which puts us in a good position with a thriving market. This also gives us a good opportunity to grow and expand. Our financials. We had a total of a $400 startup fund that was used to invest in one of our own hotspots. This was paid off in March of 2021 in just 2 weeks. We have a gross revenue of $6,445 and a current profit of $4,289. Our projected 1-year profit is $20,000 and our projected 5-year profit is $100,000. For the month of February, we had a total of 4 hotspots that we had placed out and made $539. Jumping to April, we placed 14 hotspots out and made $2,289. For the month of May, we had a goal of placing a total of 18 hotspots out, which was recently accomplished, and we have a goal of making $2,800 for this month. Our marketing strategies. We market through our Instagram and our website, but mostly rely on word of mouth and our referrals. How are we giving back? Aspen Academy has been in my life since I was 1. Ever since my older brother did Shark Tank, I've been looking forward to doing it as well. When someone doubled the Shark Tank prize for this year, I was excited. Next year's Aspen Academy 8th graders should have this exciting prize to look forward to as well. This is why we are donating 1 hotspot to Aspen Academy to donate 100% of Signal's revenue from the hotspot to next year's Aspen Academy Shark Tank prize. Our team. Our team consists of myself, Emma Schaff, the founder and CEO of Signal, and my 2 amazing mentors, Stuart Logan and Kevin Schaff, who I would like to thank for mentoring me and guiding me through this process. If you or someone you know would like to host a hotspot, you can contact us at our Instagram, home.signal, our website, signal.godaddysite.com, or at our email, schaffsignal@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your time.
Questions from the Sharks?
I have a question. Where did you come up with this idea? I think it is brilliant. Where did you get this idea?
My dad is really into all the technical stuff, and he came across it around Thanksgiving of last year, and he was really inspired by it and invested into it, and then he inspired me, so I wanted to invest into it too.
Great. And then as far as the scalability, you're concentrating in the U.S.
Yeah.
Will it eventually?
Well, there's multiple people who host hotspots around the world, but Signal as a company is focusing more on the US so they're easier to manage for us, but there are people all around the world who are placing these hotspots out in Canada and all over.
Oh, great. Amazing.
Signal provides the hotspot itself. They pay the $400 so that they are the ones that receive the remaining 80%. Is that correct?
Yes, so we pay $400, or we didn't pay $400. Our parent company bought the hotspots and supplied these hotspots to us, which is why they receive the 80% to pay back all the hotspots. And then the other 20% goes to the hosts and Signal.
Does that answer that?
It did. And do you have a, some sort of understanding, excuse me, with the parent company as to how many hotspots they're willing to purchase for you to continue
Yes,
this?
we currently have around 100 hotspots available to us, and this number is increasing.
Great, thank you.
Yeah,
Question?
Go ahead, sir.
Great job.
thank you.
Have you given some thought, and how will you stop others from knocking you off or copying you and getting out in front of you?
There actually are a lot of different people out there who probably do the same thing as me. They're just not big known companies. But we actually all want to work together, because when more people are investing in hosting the hotspots, the network grows bigger, which allows you to make more money. So it's actually great when people host hotspots around you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great job, Emma. You were poised, and you had great eye contact, and you did not fidget, which even people our age have a hard time planting our feet. So you were amazing.
Thank you.
So just a broad question. When you think about this business, what keeps you up at night?
Trying to manage all the hotspots, making sure that everyone's getting paid the right amount. But we have a nice sheet that organizes everything out with everyone's contacts and how they're paid, and then something that makes the numbers for us so that it counts the 10% out for us, which has been really helpful.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions, Tim?
So, so as these go out and you have the hotspots in a variety of different places, the hotspot then ultimately provides free access to the internet for the final user of the hotspots. Is that right?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
So if somebody's hosting a hotspot, that hotspot is providing access to anybody in that area, anybody who can connect to that hotspot, right? It's like a hotspot on my phone, but not everybody has access to that. Is that?
Kind of. It's like a hotspot for more of environmental sensors for things outside, like a street light. When it turns on and off, it needs to connect to something so that companies know it's properly working.
Oh, I got it. So,
Yeah.
so the final user isn't a.
No, it doesn't track any of your information or
I got
anything.
it. I got it. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Because I was curious about some security concerns with that, but now I get that if it's not going to a consumer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So is my understanding correct, just to piggyback off of what Tim was talking about? This is providing connectivity for things like a Lime scooter,
Bird
traffic
scooters, yeah.
lights, things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Emma, here's what I want to know. You've grown up with us here, and so I would like to hear what your summer's going to look like with this. What would I expect to see you doing on a daily basis to make this go?
Over the summer, we are going to try and keep.
No, not we. You.
I'm going to try and keep expanding out our company, and we have a goal of putting 50 out, and maybe we can reach that over the summer, hopefully. Possibly even more. So we're going to work to maintain their numbers and keep providing these hotspots for people.
So what
So
specific,
how?
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, how?
We're
Exactly. When your feet hit the floor in the morning, what are you going to do?
throughout the weeks, I'll probably have a goal of finding new people each week. And every day, if I see somebody, I'll mention my idea to them and see if they're on board for wanting to join us.
You have a way of figuring out who it is that you're going to, I mean, you could walk through the mall and
I could.
see 100 people, but you're probably
So-
not going to talk to all 100 people.
More of like mutual friends.
Okay.
Emma, do you offer a referral fee for those that share this idea with others?
We do not right now, but that could be a possibility in our future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious about the marketing concept as well, as far as the word of mouth. What's the, expansion plan from there as far as?
Yeah, over time, we'll probably start a referral fee. Like, every time you refer someone, you get an extra of that month. And when this happens, the people will then just get the extra money per month. And then the word of mouth is just every time someone talks about it, they inspire their friends, mutual friends of their friends. And that just spreads throughout that.
So if you could just provide clarification, Emma, and I think you've got it in the business plan, but I just want to make sure that the folks are really getting this in your pitch, and you and I talked about this at the expo. So Larlov has a business in downtown Denver. If you were able to convince her, right? Like if you were to pitch her on putting one of these units in her space, how much would she make?
Depending on how many devices the hotspot's connecting to, it would be anywhere from 75 to 200. It could be less, it could be more.
A week, a month, a year?
A month.
Okay.
Which there's no easy way to tell exactly how much, because the price for how much it's being sold, that also goes up and down depending on the demand of it, but it'd be around 75 to 200.
Okay. So it's a money-making proposition to anybody who allows you to plug that unit in. So I think that, that would be my only feedback to you, is really emphasizing that in your pitch, because this is really a money-making venture for somebody, or it could be a great kind of donor venture, right? Like, so for an organization who may not, you could say, listen, you're going to put this, you can take this money and it can go to the Boys and Girls Club, or you could, you could pick your charities or what have you. But I think really emphasizing that is going to allow people to be able to really get on your bandwagon there.
All right, thank you.
All right. Any other questions, the judges?
I just have a real quick question. The network that it plugs into, is that your own internet service that you have in the home?
So you just plug it into like an outlet on the wall, and then you just put it on your Wi-Fi, like when your phone goes on your Wi-Fi.
So it's on your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, so it's connecting to your Wi-Fi, so that way it has the ability to connect to other things.
So another sort of piggybacking on what Christina is saying, you're basically allowing me to earn money on Wi-Fi that I've already purchased, but I'm not actually making any money on it, and I'm not using that capacity. So it's taking the capacity that I've already purchased and allowing me to actually make money on it when I'm not doing that now.
Yes.
Hey, Emma, sorry, I have one more question. If Brian, Tim, and I also all have businesses right next to each other, and we all plug a device in, will we all get the $75 to $200 a month?
Yes, so each hotspot connects differently to how many devices it might connect to. So your hotspot might connect to 24 different environmental sensors, and his might connect to 10, and his might go to 15. So it just, while they might all be in the same location, just the ones that whichever hotspot picks up the sensor first.
Got it.
So they can all be different.
Building on that too, sorry. If you're downtown, is it better than if you're in a rural area, or does that matter? Or where would you target things by geography? Is there a better place for you to put a hotspot?
Well, there's lots of clumps of hotspots. I mean, the best location is to put them like right outside the clump, so that way it can connect to all the ones in the clump. But pretty much any location really works, so we're not too limited to locations.
Sorry, I do have one more, if we still have time.
Yeah.
Can you talk about your supply chain a little bit? And
yes.
what your backup plan is for that?
So our supply is, the manufacturers is a company called RAK, and then they create those hotspots, which goes to Helium, because Helium buys them off of that company. And then when Helium sells each hotspot to whoever is going to buy, which in our case is our parent company then buys the hotspots and then provides them to us. Does that answer your question?
How confident are you that you're going to have supply?
Very confident. We have backups right now, and
For how long? What period of time?
for another 7 months at least, and each month we order more. So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, great, nice job.
There. Great. Thank you.
Hi Sharks, my name is Hogan Phelps and I'm the founder and CEO of 4Box. Before I introduce you to my company, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a young, passionate entrepreneur and I've fallen in love with the game of golf, and I'm here to spread that love for the game with my customers. Our mission is to allow the newer players of golf to expand their passion of the game through new tools and equipment. I've had this idea for my business for a while. With the help of Aspen Academy's Entrepreneurial Leadership Program and my wonderful mentors, I was able to make this dream a reality. Now, what's the problem? The problem is that golfers are walking around aimlessly trying to find new gear and accessories that they want, and they're not able to find quality products for a good price. And new golfers have not tested a variety of products to know which one is best. Now, solution is 4Box. 4Box is a monthly golf subscription box that contains golf-related items. The contents of the box are constantly changing. This allows for our customers to be on their toes waiting for the box to arrive every month. And most boxes include replenishables, so our customers will never run out of what they need. Take out this. Alright. Our competitors. Our competitors offer a basic, bland variety of products, and not much thought goes into each box, and most boxes are similar every month. But we have a trusted partnership with Golftec. Also, we provide a stunning variety of products in each box to make our customers excited to receive it every month. Some of our competitors. Short Par 4 is one of our competitors, and they only include apparel in their boxes. And High Side Golf only use their own branded products, and no high-quality items are included. While we, 4Box, we scour various sources to only find the highest quality brands and items. We include a mix of apparel, accessories, training aids, and many other helpful items to satisfy our customers. Our plans. We have a few basic plans. First is our standard 3-month plan. This is our subscription to our standard box, and it costs $45 a month. We also offer a 6-month plan. This is 3 months more and $5 less per month, from $45 a month to $40 a month. And this is our premium 6-month plan. This is a higher quality box that includes items such as a $100 Golftec gift card and apparel. This costs $90 per month, and this is our 12-month variant, which is 6 months more and $5 less per month, from $90 to $85. What is Golftec? Golftec describes themselves as a world leader in golf improvement that uses technology to give customized golf lessons that help students score lower and play consistently better. Our team. Elisa Phelps is an attorney, a small business owner, and my mentor, and Todd Phelps is an avid golfer, business owner, and my other wonderful mentor. Market analysis. 4Box's potential customers are all golfers, but marketing will be initially directed at newer golfers. This is because they are entering at record rates. There's been a 14% year-over-year increase in rounds despite the March and April course shutdowns. Also, total golf participation on and off course combined is up 8% to 36.9 million participants. And with the largest growth in 17 years, the number of new on-course golfers is up to 500,000. And these are the people that we will be targeting initially. How are we going to market to these people? Well, our main market strategy is through social media. Second is through basic word of mouth and existing customer referrals. And third is through strategic partnerships, such as our Golftec partnership. And fourth is through connections with country clubs and high school golfers. Before we started this business, we did market research to find only what golfers wanted in their golf box. We had a few questions that we asked them, and we used their feedback to help us make the best box possible. And here are some of the questions that we asked. Now, examples of our boxes. I have some pictures here, and then judges, you have some boxes in front of you, and then you can lift that open. So this is our first prototype of our box. As we grew, we included higher quality items in our boxes, which is shown here. There's a premium box on the left, and there's a standard box on the right. And these will be shipped out every month to our customers. And this is an example of 2 premium boxes and 2 standard boxes. The 2 premium boxes are on the bottom, and the 2 standard boxes are on the top. Our beginning goals. Our initial goal was to get our first sale. Our second was to get a partnership, and our third was to drive our costs down. In our first couple months of being open for business, we have already achieved all 3 of these goals. Predicted growth. We currently have 3 subscriptions sold, and we have sold 14 individual boxes to our customers. In our first year, we project around 55 subscriptions, and in our 5th year, we project around 140 subscriptions to our boxes. We started out with $100 in debt, and we have already paid off this debt and continue to make money. We have made $595 so far. Cost of goods sold. We spend $30 making our standard box, and we sell it for $45. And we spend around $50 making our premium box, and we sell it for $90. As we scale up, the cost of goods sold will decrease, allowing 4Box to allow better value to our customers. Also, with the help of subscriptions, we have customer retention. Thank you. If you have any questions, email me at hogan.phelps@aspenacademy.org, call me at 720-326-5780, or at 4_box on Instagram. Thanks, Sharks.
Hogan, take a breath. You did awesome.
Yeah.
You did awesome. Okay. Sharks, do you have any questions?
I have a couple of questions. Nice job, Hogan.
Thank you.
You made me want to try and play golf again. You mentioned your relationship with specific golf clubs and Golftec.
Yes.
Do they provide any co-marketing dollars for you?
Well, they provided us for us like promoting them and including their items in our box. They sent me out things. They sent me $5,000 worth of Golftec gift cards to include in my boxes and other things like tees and then divot repair tools to put in my box for me to promote them and include their items in my boxes.
That's great. Do they also promote you in their centers like at Golftec?
They don't. I hope to do that one day because that would be like make our partnership better. But this is starting with them.
That's great. Okay. And then do you, so how long when a customer signs up, how long do you anticipate they will remain a customer?
Well, because they subscribe, for the standard boxes, it's the 3 and then the 6 month. They can cancel at any time, but they're gonna like the boxes, so they're gonna stay with us. And then the premium boxes are 6 and 12 months.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
My question is around, how do you control the cost of goods, since you're going to be providing so much variety over the course of a year? Who are you partnering with, and how do you control,
Well, first we partner with Golftec, and we hope to partner with like more brands in the future to hopefully get those cost of goods down. And we go straight from like the market, like Under Armour, we're able to get half of all the products at Under Armour so far, and we hope to get that down even further so we can offer high quality items in our boxes.
So are you hoping to enter into relationships like the one you have with Golftec, where they're essentially giving you the product?
Yes,
promote?
that's our goal in the future.
So you have other brands lined up? That
Yes, we do.
Charging for you.
I want to ask about your cash cycle. So do you collect the 3 months up front or the 6 months up front?
No, that just comes recurring, so that makes our customers be able to like cancel. So if once we ship out the box, we can't cancel that month, but if they wanted to do 1 month, or like 2 months they wanted, and then they decided to cancel, they can just cut it off there, so we don't have a flat.
Have you looked at the possibility of doing an upfront to give you more cash, to do more bulk purchases, and to commit them to a longer period of time, even if that provides, if you give a discount for paying more upfront, that you also give, you talk about committing for a longer period of months, but I could cancel at any time.
Yes.
So if I pay upfront, I actually get a discount, but I'm locked in for the next 6 months, and you've got all my cash.
Yeah, we can be open for that, but I like to keep our customers will be hooked. I don't think they would cancel, but they, sorry. Like, I could think about doing a flat fee, but I feel like our customers would like it better if they're able to have that flexibility to be able to cancel. I wouldn't necessarily like it, but I'm giving that option to them if they would like to.
Hogan, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I actually used to work in the golf industry, and the box is amazing. You've got super high quality, really high recognizable brands in there. So what's the cost of the boxes that we have in front of us? Which is this the top end box?
Yeah, I think that is the premium box, yes.
And so what is your cost for the premium box? You're getting this stuff you're not paying retail for these items?
No, not all the products. I spend,
Hogan, go back to that slide.
oh yeah, I can,
There you go.
oh, sorry. Right here, yeah. These are my cost of goods.
So this is a premium box, so you have $50 of cost in here.
Yes. I'm hoping to get that down so I can decrease, so I can hopefully start giving back to the community with the extra revenue that I have.
That's great. And so you have enough supply for somebody who wants to buy a 12-month box.
Yes.
You have like a towel and like shirts, and you don't put a towel in every month, right?
No.
The boxes mix up, and
Yes,
so
they mix up,
wind
so-
up getting all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they
over the
mix
course
up
of
so our
your 12 months.
customers can have like a wide variety of products.
It's a great idea.
Thank you. Yes.
Can you please address for me your competitors? It looks like you have quite a few. But how do you feel as though you're going to be superior to them?
Well, we have our partnership with Golftec and none of them. As I mentioned here, these 2 boxes, these are one of our only 2 competitors. They only include apparel in their boxes. Highside Golf only includes their own branded apparel. And Short Par 4 only includes apparel. Well, we have a wide variety and mix of products in our boxes. And it offers a lot more products to get to our customers, way more than them.
And do either of those offer a return if they don't like what they get in their box? A lot of these companies that send a box, you can say, I don't like it, I want to send it back.
I don't know for these 2. We wouldn't do that because we don't have, hopefully we can do that in the future, but we don't have enough revenues right now to be able to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hogan, I have one last question. Just you have obviously different types of boxes, but as you think about expanding your product line, have you considered having boxes for junior golfers or for, women or female golfers?
Yeah, I have considered that before. Just right now, just starting out, we are starting out with this, but once we continue to sell more and get more subscriptions, we'd be very open to continue to start selling to juniors or women, just tailored to them specifically.
Great.
I have one last question. Again, yeah, really great presentation. As you scale this, because I think this really could take off, what's the plan as far as actually assembling these boxes? That becomes a big deal.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully we can buy more in bulk because once we have the more customers, we can buy in bulk. And with our customer retention, we're able to buy in bulk because we know they're going to come back to us the next month. So we're able to buy in bulk to provide it in our boxes. And that's kind of our hope in the future, to be able to buy in bulk more.
Well, what about your actual labor force that it's going to take to actually assemble and ship the box?
Yeah, I do it right now, but I'm hoping to be able to hire employees to be able to assemble these.
And you're looking at how that impacts your final.
Yes.
Great.
How much information do you collect on the subscriber? So I look at this shirt, and it's a wonderful shirt, but I'm not shaped the same way as him here. So that shirt might not fit me very well.
Yep.
And if I'm if I'm a newer golfer versus a more experienced golfer, there may be more training aids that I would need. Like, how much are you getting that is customized to me? Understanding that it's hard to, you're not in the business of customizing every box.
No, I do send out a form asking for shirt size. I ask for glove size and handedness, and that's so I can make sure the things that can be customized to fit to our customers can be customized to fit for them.
Great.
So Hogan, I'm going to ask you the same question that I did with Emma, right? And for the rest of you who are coming up, be ready to answer this. Tell me about your hustle factor. What are you going to be doing to make this thing go?
Yes, I'm gonna hopefully, when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna contact all the companies that I can, trying to get them to partner with me, because that's our main goal, is to be able to get our cost of goods down.
Yeah.
Once if we can partner with them, we have more revenue. We're hoping to donate to some local golf charities, such as First Tee and Youth on Course. These help kids get more intrigued in golf. So hopefully that we're just gonna try and go after these companies to try and get partnerships with them.
Hold on. How many of you have parents who golf? Raise your hand.
Everyone.
All right. So Hogan, I want you to look at this. How many of you think that this would be an awesome Mother's Day or Father's Day gift for your parents? You see that?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to ask you, right? I want to ask, are you really thinking about the opportunities to really sell this, right? You can do all that you want on the backside, and it's really awesome to set up those relationships, but nothing happens until someone sells something. So from a sales perspective, are you going to be showing up at the golf country clubs before Mother's Day, Father's Day? Well, Mother's Day is this, you may have missed this one, but by Father's Day showing up, are you going to be going out to, what's that thing? Cherry Hills Country Club right there? Are you going to show up there and say, I've got the most awesome Father's Day gift that anybody could ask for?
Yeah, I belong at a country club, and I'm planning on going there and going to market to people, saying that this is a great gift on this weekend. And then hopefully doing that more often for each of the holidays, like Father's Day or And even someone's birthday, it's a great gift, so,
It's a great gift.
yeah.
Well, I want to congratulate you, and I think the four of us want to make an introduction. We're going to introduce you to Dave Heeb, who owns a company called Clove and Twine, who does corporate gifts, and we're going to make that introduction for you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Nice job, Hogan.
Good job.
Thank you.
Hogan, one more question. Do you offer just one box? Can you ever buy just one box?
Yes,
Like
I'm
a
offering that
beginner
right now.
box?
This is like a limited time thing. I'm offering just one box. This is starting.
Just today.
Just today.
Thank you.
Nice job, Hogan.
Thank you.
I know, how lucky are we?
Hi, Chronos. My name is Mel Connors, and I'm the founder and CEO of Unband. So you may be wondering, what is Unband? Well, we're headbands. We have several different colors with different bed choices. All of our headbands are completely handmade, and we're an athletic brand as we do market towards athletes. We're also very quality focused because we want our customers to be very satisfied. So our story. I've always loved playing sports, and it's been a part of my life. And I think many of you guys can say the same. Well, when I always am playing sports, my hair always gets in my face, and I'm always like, have bloody hair. When I was looking for a solution to this problem, I noticed that other headbands were either thin and didn't soak up sweat, or were non-adjustable so they wouldn't fit right. This is why I created M-Bands to fix all of these problems while donating and giving back. We are a company that will make sure your hair is out of your face and fashionable. We care about our customers having the best sports experiences, and we know that our customers get everything they want out of ordering a headband. 60 million kids ages 6 to 18 play in organized sports each year in the United States. Out of this number, 6 million are more often to buy sports headbands. As you can see, the demand for sports headbands is very high. So far, we have 7 different colors, and they retail for $10. They're very high quality, and we make all of our headbands with very durable fabric. Oh. So what's the problem? So not many headbands and good enough quality. A lot of them aren't, and don't hold in sweat. A lot of other headbands also don't. So the solution. Here at Aspen, we wanted to make higher quality fabrics, and we did this by using thicker fabrics that will soak up the sweat and leave our customers completely sweat-free. Our headbands are also super duper comfortable, and we are hoping to make even more colors, but we do have 7 right now. We have 3 main competitors: Nike, Lululemon, and Goat USA. I do know that all of these are very big, wide-known brands, but the difference between ours and theirs is that Nike and Goat USA have very cheap, thin materials to use for their headbands, so it doesn't soak up the sweat. And Lululemon have non-adjustable headbands, which is not going to fit everyone. Another thing that separates us is that we donate 10% of our sales to Cancer Relief Colorado. This is a 100% volunteer organization. So our team. I'm Marla Connors, the founder and CEO of Unbands, and Brian Stein is my business mentor. James Connors is our finance director, and Lori Mars Connors helps me make all the headbands. So here are 2 pictures of our headbands. And here's a product demo, and in this video, I'm showing you how you can wear a headband and use it like tying your hair back. And so this is how you can use it if you don't have a hair tie. And you can also use it and you can just wrap it around your hair, tie that your hair. Then this is it. our target market is girl athletes ages 8 to 18. We're also targeting boy athletes, parents, and parents of athletes. We also are targeting to anyone else who wants us to headband for fashion purposes. So far, we have sold 57 headbands and grossed about $535. Our cost of supplies is $69, and we've already donated $53 to Cancer League of Colorado. We made a net profit of $412 so far, and our cost per headband is $1.22. In 1 year, we're hoping to sell about 112 headbands, gross about $1,120, and make a net profit of $871. And in 5 years, we're hoping to sell 560 headbands, gross about $5,600, and make a net profit of $4,356. And both of those prices includes how much we would donate to Cancer League of Colorado, the net profit. In our future goals, we want to have the M-bands and sell them in a small boutique, and we're working on that right now currently. We also want to start shipping out packages in the next month or two, and we want to start selling our headbands through our website. And one of our huge time goals is to have our own store in 10 to 15 years. We are located by Observatory Park and at Aspen Academy. Thank you so much for listening, and here's my information if you want to further.
Good job, Marlo. Good job. Questions?
Marlo, can you put logos on these for teams?
Yes, I was actually looking into that at first, and I'm making them more customizable. I have a company actually that has that I like located, and I think I'm going to do that in the future. And I'm also going to sell the sports team as like a whole, where they can buy it and then I'll put their logo on it.
Great idea.
Marlo, I need help. How am I supposed to do this?
Okay. You
Do I have to put my head over? Like, you gotta teach us how to do
you
this.
slip your hair over.
Okay. I think we gotta try it.
I thought that was a great point of differentiation, was the fact that we could tie it.
Here we go. Have you given these to the lax girls to try on the field, and what feedback have you gotten from the lax girls?
I've actually sold a few to like my friends at like lacrosse practices, and it's like really helped them, and it's also like really helped my like sport game change, because usually when I have my hair and my face and everything, I don't tend to play as well and I get distracted. So like this is like, oh, it's good.
Fancy! Fancy.
What do you guys think? Is it thumbs up?
Yeah, I love that point of differentiation that you can tie your, the head and then put it in a ponytail.
But I saw that you said you don't have any employees, and then I heard that your mom is helping you make these.
Yeah, well, my mom, right now I like buy all the...
Wait, did you want to let him finish his question?
No, that's okay. So I want to know, how long does it take to make one of these, and what tools do you need in order to make it?
Well, we need a sewing machine to make it. It like takes about like 30 minutes for each like headband or something like that. But we cut them all up first, like, into like what we do it, and then sew them each individually. And right now, since my mom is helping me make them, she's like helping me and instructing me on how to make them fully on my own. And in the future, I'm also hoping to hire more people and then lower my price of my headbands down. Like, so when I have more help and like after, it doesn't take me as long for each headband. That's like.
So we've got a minimum wage right now that just went up to $15 per hour. So that means that each headband is going to cost at least $7.50 or so to make, plus the costs and everything. Have you worked that in terms of your pricing? Sorry, it takes a certain amount of time, half an hour, to make every headband.
Yeah.
That costs $7.50 based on minimum wage. Have you worked in the cost of that plus the cost of machines, your sewing machine?
I have not, because for the sewing machine, I had that before starting M-bands. So, like I didn't, but I definitely include that in my later. Add more things, and once I get more people and more like supplies, to make the headbands, then it'll be like a lot easier. I'll add all
just an idea about that, Marlo, that you might want to look into. I think there are some really great nonprofit organizations and women's organizations that you might be able to find some volunteer support, especially since you're giving back to the community, so.
Yeah, that's good.
Marla, to build off the idea, that's what came up for me too, is customizing these for sports teams. For your target was 10 to 18, female 10 to 18, is that correct?
It was 8 to 18.
8 to 18.
Before it's not out that I gave it to you, but I had also like smaller black ones that are for like young children. And I'm planning, and like every single like time I'm going to the fabric store, buying new fabrics, and going to different locations so I can get as many fabrics. But I do have like my one location that I do go to get all of the fabrics that I have now. But I'm also in
One idea, I love the idea just to customize them for the entire team for camaraderie, and the girls especially love to do that. And is there a possibility in your business plan to then donate a portion of those profits back to that particular team so they can use it for whatever they're doing?
Yeah, I think I would that too. And that would also probably cause me to like make my supply, my pricing a little bit like higher. But like I still want to be in that 10 range area of where I am now. But then that would probably make my regular headbands go down. In pricing. But I would love to go back to them, for them to keep continuing to buy from me for all their teams.
Yeah, I think there's, when you think about that, right, it's the reason why people buy from somebody. They buy because they trust them, they know they're going to deliver the product, and if they feel like something's coming back to them in the form of, like you're doing with Cancer League, it's their why to buy from you versus someone else.
Yeah.
Great.
Any other questions?
I have one question. So you talked about your sales channel initially being small boutiques, so smaller stores. What are your thoughts again for scaling long term? Larger stores, mass stores. What are some thoughts there? Have you put thoughts towards the future?
Well, for right now, I'm towards for chicken. There's one. But I'm thinking of, as I said, I want my own store. I kind of want to have our headbands for ourselves and obviously make it into have a custom one, have so many different colors. Having that kind of where I want to go with it. Yeah, and I don't know at this moment what other bigger stores I would sell into, but maybe it's pretty, stores like that where they sell us.
Marla, just to build off that, another idea, independent yoga studios too. When people walk in and don't have something for their hair, they're willing to buy right then. Yeah. So that might be something for you to think about.
Yeah. Thanks, Marlo. Great job.
Judges are really comfortable. All right. Very good. Very comfortable.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Jack Waters, and my business is TrackPack. TrackPack is a company that gives you shipping labels that use RFID signals and cell towers to give you an accurate location of your package during and after delivery. Now, what is our vision and how did we start? Well, our vision is to simplify the shipping and recovery process of lost packages. You see, many packages are stolen every single day all throughout the world, and I had one stolen in the last year that really made me realize how much my business is needed in this modern online shopping world. Now, I bought an RC car, or a remote control car, that was relatively expensive. So when I heard that it was delivered, I was very excited to get home and play with it. But when I got home, it wasn't on my doorstep, it wasn't in my mailbox, and it definitely wasn't in my back door. But I didn't know where it was. Yet I still paid for the whole thing. That's why I created TrackPack. So what is the problem? Well, the problem is big companies like Amazon losing up to $25 million a day due to lost packages where they just send a second package. That is about 2.24% of their entire revenue for the whole year. Now, the problem also is that once the shipper delivers the package, they can't track it anymore. And unless you followed them and watched it be stolen or delivered to the wrong house, you don't know where it is either. This is why TrackPack can give you an accurate location so you don't get your package lost and it stays where you want it to. Now, how does it work? Well, TrackPack uses RFID signals, cell towers, and a cellular device. This can actually complement Emma Schaff's business, Signal, because it uses the cell towers that they turn on and off, and it uses the small amount of data that her devices collect, and they make you money. Now, it uses RFID through a cellular device where you can get an accurate location on a map. You see, it pitches the signals out to the cell towers, and then those go around and can be picked up by the business software itself or by a cellular device, as I mentioned before. Now, who is our target market? Well, our target market are large shipping companies that can use our product in bulk, and it can be used in a wide range of deliveries. These companies are like Amazon, FedEx, and UPS. Now, what is our competitive advantage? Well, our competitive advantage is that our product requires simply less labor. Other companies use a barcode system that has to be scanned again and again and again in each location during the shipping process, when it leaves the facility, when it's in transit, and once it's delivered. But at any point in that shipping process, it can be anywhere between those locations, and you don't know where it is. So if it's delivered to the wrong house, they scan it and say it was delivered to your house, but you don't know that because the scan is just a scan. It's not a location. Ours uses less labor because it's simply all automated by a computer. There's no one to pick up the phone, there's nobody to deliver it, and there's nobody to scan the package. Now, who are our competitors when I mention them? Well, they're Avery Labels and ParcelMonkey.com. They use the barcode system I mentioned earlier, which requires more labor, more people, and it may or may not happen. Now, what have we done with our money? Well, our startup funds required were $35.26, and we have not made any profit yet. But our 1-year projected profit is $4,000, and our 5-year projected is $25,000. Now, who makes up TrackPack? Well, besides myself, we have my 2 wonderful mentors, Karen and Rob Williams, experts in the marketing and engineering fields, and we have my 2 wonderful parents, Daryl and Jackie Waters, 2 experts in the finance industry. Now, what are our goals? Well, in 5 years, our goal is to have partnered with a small range of shipping companies to ensure package delivery and safety. In 10 years, our goal is to have an even wider range of partners and use new concealed methods of tracking and use new kinds of technology. In 15 years, our goal is to be an entirely environmentally friendly product, using biodegradable labels and small chips so no wildlife is harmed by our product. Thank you for your time, Sharks, and I hope you'll bite on TrackPack.
Questions?
Jack, have you considered dropping out of school and doing this full time?
Not yet.
This is genius. Tell us a little bit about how you create the RFID and where that connects. Is it so small that it's built into the label, you can't see it? What is the cost to do this, and why wouldn't Amazon, what's the reason that somebody wouldn't do this?
Okay, so the reason why Amazon hasn't yet done that is because in the past, they've been very cumbersome, not very adaptable, and they haven't been able to connect well. And the price per system is about 75 cents to $1. Now, as I mentioned before, large companies lose up to $25 million a day, so they would probably be willing to pay an extra $1 to ensure package delivery. And let's see, how does the RFID work? That was the other part. So the RFID works by the small chip embedded in the label, and it pitches a signal to the cell towers that can be picked up by the software of the company or by your cellular device. I actually have a demo that I can do for you guys if you would like.
Yes, that'd be great.
Yes, please.
So we have a package hidden somewhere in this auditorium. If I can find my phone, there it is. Now, I'm going to use my phone with a prototype of TrackPack's technology so we can get an accurate location. So I'm going to open the locator. I go to find it. Now I'm looking for it right now, and it says it's somewhere about here. So Sharks, as you can see, it says exactly where it is on this map.
Is it as accurate as like Find My Phone or one of those?
It's very accurate, yes.
Okay.
So it uses passive NFC RFID, which is near field connection. So that means that it can be in either a close radius within about a mile. So now let's see if I can find it. I think it's right about back there. Oh, there it is.
Nice job.
So, yeah, I see that you have a partnership with Lynch. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, we are working on a partnership with Lynch, yes.
And what does that partnership, so your chip depends on the functionality of Lynch, and then there's an app involved too, it looks like, that you're using there. What are the costs associated with that for you guys, and what are the relationships that you have with those companies to make sure that they're continuing to provide something that's gonna let your label work?
We do not have a partnership set in stone yet, but we are working on that currently. And the price per chip is about 25 cents. We actually looked on Amazon and found some chips. There was a pack of 10 for, no, there was a pack of 25 for $10. So that means they're about 25 cents a piece. And then could you repeat the question? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Sorry, the app and the software, the relationship you have with those two companies.
So we will develop that software. Our plan is to, with the money, if we win Shark Tank, our plan is to invest that money into a software developer and a marketer so we can develop that software for finding your package.
But currently you're using Lynch for that purpose, right?
Yes, we are. Does that answer?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, since you mentioned it for the future, this biodegradable chip, how did they do a biodegradable chip?
It would be made out of paper. It would not have plastic coating, so we would try and find something with a strong paper. And then the chip part of it, the chip can't necessarily be biodegradable because it has plastic and metal in it. But our plan is to make them so small that wildlife cannot be harmed by them, like choking on them if they accidentally eat one.
Thank you.
Have you had any consultation with an intellectual property attorney to see if you can protect this product?
We have not yet.
Is that in your plan?
Yes, it is. Me and my team can get back to you about that if you'd like.
Thank you.
So, Doc, I'll ask you the same question I asked Emma. What keeps you up at night when you think about this business?
Well, the thing that keeps me up at night is just making sure that they would all connect to the software and make sure it would run fluidly, because our product's sole purpose is to give an accurate location, and if it can't do that, it's, in my opinion, not a functioning quality product like we strive for it to be. So when I wake up in the morning, I try and think of ways that will invest in people and greater. Every day.
Thank you.
Do your competitors currently, do the shipping services allow them to opt in to have a package, have this chip, the competitors' chips, or is it something that you're envisioning every package? Because a letter I might have shipped, and that might not be the same thing as a $500 item that I want to make sure I know exactly where it is at all times.
So that's very interesting you bring that up. I actually discussed that with my team last night. We would track most larger packages. Like you said, a small letter that would be worth $5 may not need to be tracked by an RFID chip, but say a $500 remote control car would most likely, you'd want that to be tracked, because $500 is definitely a lot of money. So our plan for that would be to only chip certain product.
Jack, have you had any conversations yet with UPS, Amazon, anybody in those companies?
We have not quite yet. Our technology's still in the development phase, so I would not like to sell them a product that hasn't been fully perfected.
Not until you talk to the attorney.
That's going to be a really important part of it. I think Susie's right. You know, I mean, that's kind of almost like a today type of thing. So you want to consult with your team on that. Okay.
Yes.
Tell me what your summer's going to look like with regard to this.
Well, if we win money in this Shark Tank, we will invest in software developers, app designers, and then we will start working on developing the product itself. We'll have prototypes like the one we have here. We'll work on getting chips from companies like Lynch and Tile, and we'll work on developing a fully functional tracking label.
Good? Excellent job.
Great job.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Wow. Can you guys hear me? Cool. Hello, Sharks. My name is Ian Liu. I'm the CEO and founder of Chronos, the perfect productivity app made for students in all walks of life. So before we start here, students, Sharks, I want you to imagine the future of productivity. An app that can help you achieve your goals. An app smart enough to help schedule your day. Judges, students, that future is now, and that app is Chronos. So to start, why Chronos? Our mission at Chronos is to help you focus on what's most important in life. Chronos is the perfect app to help tackle one of the most pervasive problems in our generation, procrastination. Chronos teaches you how to better manage your time, focus better, and set achievable goals. So, who's our target market? We target to secondary school students and college and advanced degree students. The thing is that anybody can use Chronos, but this is who we are targeting to. So, as you can see on this Business 101 graph, we have smart, not so smart, complicated, boring, and easy to use. So, as you can see here, Chronos clearly outclasses all of our competitors, and I'll tell you why. It's because of our competitive advantages. Chronos has a revolutionary user interface. This user interface was designed specifically to engage students and keep their attention. Chronos also uses an artificial intelligence-powered virtual assistant to help propose a fully personalized schedule. So what do I mean by that? Well, Chronos takes data from apps such as TeamSnap, Outlook, and Canvas Student, and puts it all into one schedule based on what time, the thing you have to do, and the category, and it creates a fully personalized schedule for you. We also have game-changing features. I'll touch upon that later, but we use features such as a Kanban board, advanced timers, and we also use a community page in our app. We also have exceptional user feedback. So you can talk directly to the developers and offer your ideas if you are a user of Chronos. But why is this important? That's probably what you're thinking. Why is it important that you have good user feedback? Well, it creates a bond between the consumer and the developer. And why is that important? Because that creates trust and reliability. Think of social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. What is that? Students rely on that for social media. Adults rely on that for social media. And because of reliance, it keeps your consumers attracted to your product. So if Chronos creates that strong trust and bond with the consumers, they will keep using it daily and they will rely on it. That is why it is such a competitive advantage to have that bond. Subscriptions. We have two main subscriptions, Chronos Free and Chronos Premium. So what is Chronos Free? It's supported by in-app advertisements. So how do we do in-app advertisements? Well, there's lots of third-party softwares in which you can just plug in using an API, and it'll just plug in those advertisements for you. We also have Chronos Premium. So, let's see. Chronos Premium is a yearly $32 subscription and a monthly $299 subscriptions. Users can cancel at any time. It's really easy to use. So here's our revenue. In 1 year of public release, Chronos is projected to make $5,724. In 5 years, that's a long time, judges. 5 years, that's when I'm in college, I bet, right? We're projected to make $37,000. But that is our minimum revenue. Minimum revenue. The maximum revenue, the maximum projected revenue is $960,000. So how are we gonna do that? Well, I'll tell you how. Our 5-year revenue comes from 5,000 daily users with an average of 45-minute sessions. The daily revenue equates to about $731. Our 1-year revenue comes from 500 daily active users with an average of 30-minute sessions. That's $10.05 per day. So our marketing strategy. Chronos will spend $200 per day advertising on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We also have an up and running website that's available to anyone and they can check it out anytime. We also have the Aspen community. First, we're gonna market to you guys, everyone in this room, all the students here. You guys are going to be the future of Chronos. You will be the first beta testers, the first of this future. So let's talk about being a pretty good company on the inside, you know? We will donate 10% of all proceeds to Hope House, Colorado. So a lot of people start businesses, maybe for the money, maybe for the fame, but I started it because I wanted to positively affect the world. You know, I wanted to find a problem and solve that problem, but I've also wanted to help out as many people as I could. Hope House, Colorado helps moms below the poverty line, and which makes it difficult to raise and educate their children. One of the reasons why I started Chronos is to help with education and staying on top of your stuff. So by donating 10% of the proceeds, I really hope that I can change a couple of lives. The Aspen community. Sorry. Chronos plans to give back to the Aspen community, partnering with Future Holders. This is a big if, but Future Holders is a K-12 education model that prepares the future generation. The important thing about this is this was born from the ideals and success of Aspen Academy, this very school. Chronos is also looking to give free premium memberships to all students and teachers of the Aspen community. So my team, first off, I would like to thank Megan O'Brien. Every week she'd schedule a Zoom meeting with both Sophie and I, and she's helped out so much. I couldn't have made it here without you. I'd also like to thank Kostas Antonopoulos. He's the founder of Codica.io, which is the program I use to code my app, and he's my iOS development mentor. So our future roadmap, what does it look like? In 2021, we hope to fully publicly release Chronos to the App Store. In 2026, we hope to enter Apple's App Showcase and possibly expand to Android devices. In 2031, we plan to develop the program on Mac OS and Apple Watch devices. And in 2036, we hope to reach top 10 productivity charts on Apple. So the future is now, and let's meet Chronos. So this is the first screen you are loaded into. We already have a test account for this occasion, so let's log into that. Here is our Kanban board with features like to do, doing, and done. This helps students manage their time. Here, the student wants to study for their social studies test. So he will write that in. And then the notes, he can add any notes he wants about this event. So let's just say he wants to fill out the study guide. You have a date picker for the date, and in the bottom, the 4 colors, they stand for priority. It says now, soon, later, and can wait. This is important for students who want to know what they need to get done first. We then have our time management page and our timer feature. Timer feature allows students to pick a task and work on that task for that extended amount of time. You can customize this and custom it to your needs. We also have the community page. This is important because this is the part about that bond with the users. They can talk directly to me through the chat feature. And finally, we have our settings page. So an important thing about apps is that you have to have trust with your customers, you know? A lot of apps, they might sell data, and that kind of violates that trust. That's why instead of selling data to whoever wants it, it may be a really great way to make money, but it's violating that trust. And I think that trust is super important when you're talking about a business. So we will not sell data, but we are looking for the long run in which we make money from in-app advertisements and subscription. So before you guys ask questions, I'd like to ask you, what is your most valuable resource? Well, let me tell you, it's time. All things take time. And you know, we can't buy time, can't stop time, we can't save time. But what we can do is manage it. So what are you waiting for? Take back your time with Chronos. Thank you.
Judges, questions?
I just want to thank you and all of the young entrepreneurs. You have such a passion delivering this. And one of the things that I really heard that you're passionate about is the social cause and not just the business. And I think that is so critical. And I'd love to hear that. So seriously, I applaud you on that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Change the world. Change the world. Make it better.
Great. Oh, go ahead, Brian.
No, I was going to say, as a study bunny, I might find the advertisements counterproductive to the purpose of the app itself, meaning I'm getting distracted by what's going on, and if I interact with those advertisers, I'm losing productivity. How do you plan to market to me in the app, and what types of companies are you looking at to advertise on my application?
So essentially, when you are studying, you want to get off your phone, right? You might want to go on a device, fill out a study guide, do your math homework. So essentially, the in-app advertisements will only run when the device is in the focus feature. This is the timer feature. So usually, we'll prompt the user to turn off their phone, work on their study session, and we'll run the advertisement before they turn it off. So that's how it'll work. Also, as they set those extended timer periods, throughout those periods, we'll add in a couple in-app advertisements, but that won't stop this timer. It won't stop any features of the app, and it won't stop the music that you could play while you're using the app. So, great question. Thank you.
Great job. Also wanted to just reiterate your why was really clear. You could tell, so you brought passion to that, and I appreciate that. You mentioned your competition is Focus Keepers and Focus.
Yeah, do you want to go back to that?
Yeah, if we can. I just want to understand the functionality that's different, what functionality you offer that's different than their functionality.
Okay, so basically, Focus Keeper and Focus, they're great apps, but they serve one function, and that's a timer. It just counts down. The thing about this is that you can set as many timers as you want, and you can work on different things. The thing about Chronos is that we help you manage your time, and by allowing you to see how much time you have left in your day and what you have to get done, students will feel the need to get something done, and will constantly remind the student to work on their stuff. The thing with Focus and Freedom is that they don't do much but count down, and you can maybe change the background color and stuff, but doesn't actually help you as an individual. It's just setting timers and having a countdown. So Chronos, we use artificial intelligence to help propose that schedule for you, so you don't have to plug in all those things on your own. Like Microsoft To Do, you have to create every single event. But Chronos, it takes apps from TeamSnap, so you can have practice at 4:30. It will grab that data, put it into your schedule for you, so you know what time you have stuff, what time you can do certain things. So yeah.
Thank you.
I'm a customer that's kind of addicted to clever apps. And so I know these productivity apps, huge flood of competition for you. So how are you going to reach and market to your target audience so they can find you in that flood of productivity apps?
Yeah. So we have something called Students on Chronos on Instagram. We've already reached out. We already have one student partner, but we are reaching out to students who are willing to support the app and spread it on their social media pages. So we have someone named Exodus Johnson, who's a varsity player for Arapahoe Freshmen in Colorado. He's local, but he has been a spokesperson for our app. So that means that every post that we make, he will repost that. And we're also looking to reach out to those students who want to be the next step for the future of productivity, you know?
So you're kind of using ambassadors and influencers?
Yeah, yes.
Susie, Tim, you have anything?
I'm a little unclear on, talk to me a little bit more about where you're getting the data from. You mentioned Canvas. How does that work? And yet doesn't cost you anything? Because you have very little, like, costs.
Yeah, so I was one of the first early testers of Codica, which is the thing I'm using to code my app. And we just came across a free artificial intelligence building website, with AI. And basically what that does is it allows you to code your own artificial intelligence. It'll make it easier, but you're still coding most of it. So basically there's an intention and a function. So the intent may be, so first off, privacy, you know. If you're not willing to, you know, give up your data, totally up to you. That's one of the things about Chronos. We will not take data without permission. This is all these features, it will ask you at the beginning, are you willing to give up this data? Will you allow WIT AI to read and write your data? But basically, we'll read that data, we'll find what the intention is, and we'll execute a function. And that function will be putting it into your timer and using push notifications to remind you about that event. So does that answer your question, or do you want me to elaborate?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wondering what your key performance indicators are. So there's time spent on the app, maybe. What are the measures of your success other than revenue? When you're talking about meeting someone's needs, how do you know that you're actually producing an outcome for your customers that they're satisfied with?
As I said earlier, Chronos has a community page where you can talk to the developers, but also that community page is where you can actually spread ideas about productivity, like spread tips about productivity to other users of the app. So as long as I'm seeing just those users who are satisfied with like their productivity levels, how much more stuff they've been able to do, then I'm happy. And also on our social medias like Instagram, if they share one of their posts and they're like, hey, could you like repost this or something, then we're willing to share that on our Instagram and tell the other users of Chronos, hey, you know, this user has been using Chronos for about 5 years, and here are a couple of the accomplishments that he's done, you know? We can maybe do, oh yeah, also, in our Kanban board, we have to do, doing, and done. That done part is really important because it kind of motivates students. If students see that they've completed so many of these tasks that they would have took so much longer on without Chronos, then it helps the student understand how much more productive they've been. That doing feature is extremely important because it lets us know if they're actually getting work done.
And that kind of goes to my question is there the opportunity to produce a dashboard when you open up that app that says, year to date, you've accomplished 700 tasks within an average of 4 days?
Yeah, so basically, we have monthly and yearly recaps. Every user, when they log in, like say they've been on for a month, it will say that monthly recap, and it will they can log their time, log the things that they've done. So yes. Yeah.
As a parent, if my kiddo is using this app, is there a way I can track it too?
Yes, so you can check out our website, but on the future subscriptions, we have Chronos School and Chronos Family. So Chronos Family allows you to set up a link, you click on that link and you create a family page on Chronos. And basically, the parent can access the things that your student has done. And also with Chronos School, teachers can create Chronos rooms, and within those rooms, they can tell them what day they have those assignments due, such as like test on Thursday. They can put that in for their students, and we'll do like a classroom subscription in which they're able to monitor and check on their students' progress.
Thanks.
So I have a question about your timeline. Your timeline's fairly long. Your presentation's superb, and it's clear that you can build a lot of users fast. So why is the timeline so long when you've got such a great product?
To start off, it's we don't want to release a product that isn't the best that we can do. You know, the first impression for the App Store is really important because Apple will review it, they will check over it before you submit it, and they'll kind of let you know what you need to work on. So the thing is that we don't want to rush anything in the way that we lose that interest and we lose that potential demand for our app. Also, reaching top 10 productivity charts is really hard because Apple considers apps such as Gmail and Minecraft skin makers as productivity apps, and they don't really serve the function of productivity. So we're gonna have to compete with apps that aren't necessarily productivity, which is why it takes so long to get there. Does that answer your question?
It does, thank you.
What are you gonna do to push this and make it go this summer?
Like my future plans this summer?
Like how much of your time and attention is this gonna get?
So this summer we are looking to fully program our AI, incorporate it into our app using API. We also hope that by using my own app, I can become more productive so that I can get more done within my app. So, we'll be moving on to high school, so it's really important that I learn how to be productive now so that I can continue working on the app and staying and doing well in high school. So I think that one of the main goals for Chronos is how I can balance my work between school and my app. And I think that I will use Chronos to help me balance that. And as I use it, I'll also find flaws in the app or things I wish were better, and I'll incorporate that slowly as I use it. So.
Ian, congratulations, you did a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great job.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Sophie Cooper, and I'm the CEO and founder of Tray Chic. So what exactly is Tray Chic? Well, Tray Chic is a new, unique, and innovative business that develops one-of-a-kind resin-applicated wooden boards. We here at Tray Chic like to solve our problems efficiently. That's why we solve 2 problems with 1 solution. Now, what's the first problem? The first problem is there is an overall lack of vibrancy, color in people's lives, their homes, and their overall lifestyle. And we would like to fix that. Now, what's the second problem? The second problem, put simply, is boring white servingware. People throw parties and events all the time and have nothing to serve their food on. Instead, it ends up on a lousy white paper plate. Is that appetizing? Really? Didn't think so. This is the solution, and this is Tray Chic. The solution. As you see, we make our charcuterie boards that bring your party to the next level. Our products. Our products were made with high quality and high durable and safe substance called resin. We manipulate the resin to put imagery and artwork on the boards that always satisfy the customer. Our vision. Tray Chic's vision is to meet the needs of the customer by getting to provide these beautiful boards. They add that pop of color you're missing from your life and make that party that much better. We also value powering youth. That is why we donate 7% of our net profits to the Save the Children Foundation. Our team. We have myself, which is the CEO and founder of Tray Chic, Megan O'Brien and Sandra Cooper, who have collaborated to make this into a well-developed company. Financials. The total cost of goods is $486, and the cost per product is that little sliver of $6.37. The total revenue is $2,295, and the total net profit is $1,808.50. Our pricing. As you see, we have a variety of different shapes and sizes, and that is how we determine our price point. Projections. Sales first began in January. At this rate, Trade Chic's linear model is at $573.75 in revenue per month, easily paying off the $486 cost of goods. A one-year projection is $6,885.00. The 5-year projection is $34,425. Marketing. So who is Trade Chic's target market? Well, Trade Chic's target market is catering companies, party planners, homeowners, parents, and anybody looking to find gifts. Now, why is this an advantage? Well, that's a lot of different people and several markets that are now available to target. Just alone in Colorado, there are 1.6 million homeowners. That's a lot of potential customers. Some marketing tactics we use are our social media account, our website, and the word of mouth. As you see, this is a quick glance at our website and our social media account, which we frequently update to know and let our viewers know what our products are looking like. How we compare to competitors. So who are our main competitors? Well, our main competitors are Amazon sellers, Etsy sellers, and individual private owners. Our advantages compared to them are we're customizable. We come at a cheaper price while still retaining quality standards, and we are socially aware as we donate 7% of our profit. Competitor pricing is $50 to $100, where ours is almost half the price at $30 to $40. Plans for the future. We want to have more employment to make the production rate higher. We want to have our social media account and search domain upgraded so that we can let our knowers and promote our own business. We also want to have more advertising like Google ads and Instagram ads. And we want to have more diverse products and expand beyond just boards. So why should you invest? Well, financially, we're financially strong. We have large revenue and net profits and an increasingly large growth margin. Social awareness, at the end of the month, we will be writing a check to more than $100 to the Save the Children Foundation. And for production rates, we have analyzed our supply and demand to meet our customers' needs and produce as much products as possible. And marketing, we have utilized our marketing tactics in the right way to inform our customers. So I only have one more question for you. What are you waiting for? Because it's time to get on board.
Questions?
Sophie, that was great. I want to buy all of these. I look at my dinner parties now. They look very boring. You were an excellent presenter. Great eye contact, very poised and energetic, which I love and appreciate. And I love the name of your company. Perfect.
Thank you.
Question for you. When I saw your audiences, your target audiences, do you see yourself more as a business to consumer, or are you a business to business?
More commonly, it's a business to a consumer, because the business we've had with other companies and businesses has been through a single consumer that has connected us.
Got it. So do you have a desire, when you think about the market, even in Colorado, for small independent gift stores? Do you see that as one of your potential customers?
Yes. As I forgot to say, but on the goal slide, we wanted to have a storefront store and look more into selling in stores and partnering with other businesses.
Okay.
Have you considered, since this is a product that is with food, consumer safety, like if you have a knife, the resin product, is that, like...
Yes, once it's bonded, it has a hardener, and so it's a polymer from organic plant ingredients, so it will harden completely. So it is very, very hard to ever crack. It won't crack with a knife. And as we have put on our tags, we just say wipe damp with a damp cloth so that they know you can't put it in the dishwasher or anything like that.
You did a great job on your presentation. Can you go back to your slide where you have your margins? So how much is it to make each size, and then what do you sell each size for?
Okay, so the cost per product is an average from the two different sizes, because we have the smaller size that you see, and we have larger sizes. So the larger sizes, the cost per product, of course, would be larger, and that's going to look at around $8 to $9. But then we charge more for them because of the higher cost per product, where the smaller ones are looking at $6 or even less.
So on your cost, then, the $6 to make the small one, how much do you sell the smaller one for?
The smaller one is $30, like on this slide.
There you go.
So we have the $30 for that one, and then the middle one is $35, and then we have very few that are $40, but those are more like special occasion boards that we sell.
Okay. Great margins. Nice job.
You.
So let me piggyback on that, and I'll ask the same question I did before. Average board costs 45, or takes 45 minutes to make.
Yeah, it's around, so basically we make, or I specifically make multiple boards at one time. So the time, it's hard to compute, but it's looking at $30, or not $30, 30 minutes per board.
30 minutes per board?
Yeah.
Is that what it breaks out to if you make multiples at a time?
It's around, especially for sizing, so. Yeah.
So do you have that, once again, that $750 built into your cost? Because somebody's going to have to make that board.
Yes, so I solely make them, so as you might see on the financials page of the business plan, we do have a payroll. I just didn't put it in here because the money's mostly going directly to me, so I'm already getting that. But I have computed it to make sure our pricing is still making me get paid.
Other question?
Where do you get the mango boards from?
So we have multiple bulk suppliers that we use. The specific mango boards we ordered in bulk from a company named Belk that put them, and we got them for a good price and a discount to get a bulk amount so that we can mark up the prices and make a large gross margin.
Are they made here in the United States, or are they made outside the States?
They are made in the United States, yes.
Thank you.
What was your original investment?
So the original investment, as you'll probably see on the business plan, it was $332 for the startup funds. And as the business kept growing, we wanted to invest in more products.
Yeah.
And so we kind of bought out a month or two of time to make more products and make more money. So that's where that 486 number comes.
Okay. So if I'm reading your financials, you've paid back your initial investment?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So what does the summer look like for you?
Well, I think the summer looks like just getting involved with other businesses, really trying to look for partnerships and looking to expand in all areas, like marketing. We're going to look to use some of our money, not just for products, but for marketing to make more people know about our products. So maybe it's Google ads or getting and paying for a search domain for our company so it's easier to find, and getting involved with other businesses to sell our products in their store.
Sophie, you may have mentioned this, but do you have, what's your website?
It's made with the GoDaddy website builder, so it's treychic.godaddysite .com.
Got it. And are you trying to trademark this name?
We are looking into that because there is other businesses with their name, but it's either like in the French way with Très Chic, or they aren't selling other trays with resin on them. It's a completely different product.
Anything else?
You said that Amazon and Etsy were your competitors, but wouldn't that also be a potential place for you to sell product, and what would be the barriers there?
Yeah, so we are looking, so we are just saying, the good thing is if we were to put our products on Etsy, since ours are cheaper and still meet quality standards, it would be a benefit to us, even though they're still a competitor. Because since Etsy is comprised of individual sellers and people that create products, that we can outrank them while still using Etsy as a platform.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job, Sophie.
Well, darling, I have known you before you were born, right? You were in your mama's belly when I first met you, and I just want to tell you, I am so proud of you. And to see how you have taken this Aspen Academy experience, watching your brothers go through this. Your brother was a former winner of the Shark Tank. I just really want to congratulate you. You really understand what it is to have an entrepreneurial mindset and to execute on it. So super proud of you.
Thank you.
Super proud of you.
Great job.
Okay, that's all done, so the judges will take until 11 o'clock. We can just come back in here at 11 o'clock for the announcements.
Is it out in 11?
that are there?
No, that are going Santa Clara. There's Claremont becomes a series of 3 schools.
Yeah, it's like Scripps, Pomona, Mud.
Thought it was, and maybe it was.
Okay, everybody in? All right. So first, I just want to congratulate all of you. You know, this is my most favorite project of all of the things that we do at Aspen Academy. And my great hope for all of you is that you take whatever idea that you came up with and you continue it, right? I mean, my aspiration is that one of you comes back next year and you go, hey, listen, I'm a millionaire because of the idea that I started here. It doesn't matter whether or not you won here. If you keep persisting on that business that you develop, you have the possibility of doing something pretty extraordinary for yourself and the world. So every idea, right, is your idea, and you can keep going with it, all right? For this, what we first of all, I want to thank the judges. So we've got Susie Goodspeed, Laura Love, Tim Taylor, Brian Megan, and Margot Wells. So if we could just give them a round of applause. All of the folks that are standing up here right now are entrepreneurs and really successful entrepreneurs. We've all judged in different Shark Tanks, both for adults and kids over a lot of years. We want to tell you that the presentations today were absolutely stellar. Really, you guys are so on point, and you just did a fantastic job. Today's winners, we had a tie for third. And the winners for third place are Jack Waters and Sophie Cooper. Come on up. We'll let Jordan take a quick picture. All right.
Congratulations.
So go ahead and just stand in front of that, and then we'll be able to get your picture up. Congratulations. Woo! Susie. Good job. If you'll just stand by Susie right here, just stay right there. Second place winner is Emma Schaff. Come on up, honey. Come on up here. There we go. Congratulations. Congratulations. There go. Stand right there and we'll take a picture. And the winner for the 2021 Shark Tank is Ian Lynch. So Ian, congratulations. You just won a $1,000 investment into your company. Emma, $500, and Jack and Sophie, $250 into your companies. So congratulations. We're super, super excited. You did a great job. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Congratulations.
What I did.